Hey guys, welcome back to Shroudman's shop. I thought I'd do a couple of treats for you folks and show my lovely face and show you a Burl here that I'm going to be turning. It's maple. It's a curly Burl. It's 10 by 4 inches, 10 inches diameter, 4 inches deep. I already started cleaning it up when I thought, let's record this one. And in any case, I decided I'd put a tenon rather than a mortise here on the bottom because you can see it's a little bit punky, and which is best, who knows? I guess we'll find out. In any case, this should make a nice salad bowl, and that's what I'm aiming to do. So let's see, it's maybe a bit small in diameter for a salad bowl, but we'll give it a try. It's a beautiful looking piece of wood. I did one not long ago that was just figured maple, and it was gorgeous. So I took the outside of this off. It had been coated with paraffin wax, so that's gone now, and I just dressed the bottom, and we'll start putting a tenon in here. So let's start doing that. Oh yeah, we got a nice dovetail there. Let's see if we got the right diameter. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll hold. First, let's clean up the bottom a little more. You don't want to have to try to do that afterwards. That's better. Good. I guess we're ready to flip it around. I got most of the saw marks off the side here. Everything else will go. And I don't want to take too much off it. Okay, I've got this thing flipped around, and I'm just going to start shaping the outside some here, and we'll save the hollowing for once I get the outside shaped. .745 RPM. Easy Wood Tools finisher. What the? The Swarf monster returns. Something's flopping around in here. She's looking mighty fine now. That sounds like it. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Well, this might call for our CA. Yeah. Well, wow, that's really getting loose. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Oh yeah, drink it up, baby. Okay, I'm just gonna save some of that swarf. And this is my little board that I use to avoid getting finish and glue on the bed of my lathe. Now, time for the secret ingredient. Coffee grounds. Well, I guess that's it until the CA is done drying. I discovered a pretty cool trick for this stuff though. When you're done with it, hold it up and squeeze the bottle. Let the air inside of it blast whatever's left in the little nozzle. Just be sure not to get it in your face. Doesn't always work, but about 5 times out of 6 it does. So and the other thing to do is tap it a little bit. Let the laws of motion help drain it out. Okay. There are a lot of holes in here. I mean, mostly they're bark inclusions, but some of them are popping out as we go. I mean, they're gorgeous, but have to keep our eye on them to see what they're doing. I might have to do a little more here. Now we'll see what happens when I start hollowing out. Alright, turn the dust collector here off. This thing works really sweet. So that, I'll get stock for a minute. I started hollowing this thing out, and I'm up to a 3-inch Forstner bed here now. But switched over to doing this because I noticed last night I was getting a hollow spot in here. And I was afraid that whole piece was going to break out of there, so I put some CA and some coffee grounds into it. And I noticed there was another spot in here. It was just bark inclusion. It's no big deal. So I put some coffee grounds in this one, and there was a little one next to it, and I just used some swart that I got off the edge of the lathe there. So, and the same with this one, swart. But other than that, it looks not bad. There's other bark inclusions, but I can leave them like they are. So anyways, let's see if we can hollow this out a little bit. Okay, I was in 6 centimeters there. I'm in that far. It seems sound enough in there. Massive inclusion here. That'll come out. Now, let's try the beast. This is my 4-inch Forstner bit. Doesn't always work. The wood is too hard. It just grabs, and I've seen it stop the lathe dead before, so let's have a look. Well, that was semi-brutal, but it did work the way I hoped it would. So, we're on the chisels from here on out. There's a long way to go. But that's probably enough for tonight. Have some pretty deep holes in this burl. I mean, they're gorgeous, but some of them needed a little bit of work. This spot right in here, I don't know if you can see, it was coming up hollow. So I filled it with some swarf and some CA and packed it in there with a a screwdriver, and also known as a tweaker. pretty close, half an inch. Yep, half an inch. All right. And the swarf monster didn't even get me. There's still a lot of hole in there. I forgot to press record for the rest of the video, but this picture here is what it was like when it was done, and you can see there was a lot of inclusions in there, and I didn't like the one at the bottom and the one at the top. And what I did was I put some coffee grounds and swarf into them and put a little bit of CA, and the one got actually some wood glue, some carpenter's glue. So when I was going to blow out all the rest of the dust and that, I noticed there was one spot in it that the air was actually blowing the dust out through the outside, and I didn't even realize it was there. So I stopped and cleaned it up as well. So anyways, that's what I've got to show you prior to it being finished. I have some video, or rather a picture, coming up here while it was still in the chuck, and I was already applying the finish there. You can see how beautiful it came up. The grain and the burl that was in it was just spectacular. And I had made this to sell at the local farmers market. We have a table there each week, and we do okay. But this burl, it didn't even make it till 10 o'clock, which is the start of the sale. I put it on our table, and one of the ladies from the next table over came over, and she was just ecstatic with the bowl, and she bought it 10 minutes before the farmers market opened. So it was obviously something well liked, and I have another chunk of it, and I'm looking forward to turning it and hoping it doesn't give me as much grief as this one did. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm hoping I'll make a few more videos. It's been a while since I made any, and it could be nice. I'm thinking about putting a video out with pieces that I've made. Well, I haven't been videoing, so we'll see if that happens. Anyways, thanks again. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, I hope. Thanks a lot.